Jennifer Hammond, Vice President of TTR Sotheby's International Realty, and also licensed in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia.
The expert on helping you get the right home.
Home should be your sacred place where you can laugh, love, and create dreams.
And making sure you stay afloat with the latest news on real estate.
You definitely do not want to put all your money into one basket, so to speak. It definitely would be better for you to put 30% down, 40% down, whatever you would feel comfortable with. Keep some of the cash out so that you can do repairs if you need to. Or quite frankly, if you find another house, maybe even in that same block. It's great if you have rentals that are all next to each other. That's really important.
Don't buy a money pit.
Hey, it's Madison the Black Eagle. The one thing about information being power is that Jennifer has that information to empower you. That's what she did for my daughter. She made it very simple and to the point. Her information made that house affordable, available. She knows her stuff. You got to listen to Jennifer Hammond.
Congresswoman Maxine Waters.
I'm delighted to be on the show with you.
United States Senator Johnny Isakson.
Glad to be with you. Thank you very much.
And the host of HGTV's highly rated real estate show, Property Virgins, Egypt Sherrard.
I appreciate you so much.
It's time for the Jennifer Hammond Show on Sirius XM Urban View. 126.
Good vibes, happy times, nothing is impossible. Never give up, never look down. Let's turn it around. Believe that you'll do it. Stand up tall. Don't look back for anything at all. Jennifer Hammond Show. Jennifer Hammond Show.
Hello. This is Jennifer Hammond, and I love to help you make good decisions in real estate. So what do you need to know to make good decisions in real estate? Well, every week we try to help you get that information you need. And we've been talking about historic and haunted homes recently as we come into October, and we are actually live on Saturday morning. So as we always do, we love to have you communicate with us through the social media. The social media is Jennifer H. Realty for Twitter, Jennifer H. Realty for Instagram, and Jennifer H. Realty for Facebook. And if you want to email me, you can email me at jenniferhrealty@gmail.com. But also the phone lines are going to be open. We're going to talk today live, 1-866-801-8255. And we're continuing, we've been talking about historic homes, and we may have an attorney who joins us later. We haven't been able to wake him up this morning, but possibly he'll join us later. But right now, I want to go ahead and I wanted to continue this. We had such a great show last week. Oh, and I wanted to mention we're doing a Veterans Special coming up, and I think it's a week and a half away or so. And what we found is we're going to actually focus on women and veterans, women who are amazing leaders in the military, also veterans that are leaders in their community. And it'll be our 2-hour special for Veterans Day. So hopefully, if you're interested in being part of that live studio audience, you should have gotten an email about it. It should be a very special show, and we'd love to have you be a part of that. So again, that is the Veteran Special that's coming up about a week and a half away. And then also wanted to let you know we're going to continue doing historic homes and haunted homes just for the next 2 weeks. So our next guest is Cheryl Pilar. She is a DC medium. She is a professional consultant by day and psychic medium by night. Cheryl has an incredible ability to talk to the dead. She loves to give insights and talk about your home. So let's go ahead and welcome Cheryl. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love having you. And so what do you got interested in being a medium. How did you discover you had this talent or gift?
Sure. So it's something I actually had all my life, but so many times I wasn't really able to validate it because I'm not going to walk up to somebody on the street and say, oh, your grandmother's standing next to you and she has a message for you, because they might look at me like I'm a little crazy, right?
Yeah.
So, but there's been enough things that have happened that I've predicted that would happen, or visitations from loved ones who've crossed that I wouldn't have been able to validate without my family.
Right.
So one example, and the clincher was, I was in yoga class and did a sit-up, and my grandmother was standing there.
Oh.
And all I could do not to scream in yoga class, disrupting the energy. But I knew at that moment she had just passed. And after yoga class, I went out to the car. My phone was already ringing, and it was my dad. And he said, I answered the phone, Nana died. And he said, yes, how'd you know? And I said, she visited me at 9:08. And he goes, that's the minute she died. And I'm like, okay, I'm not making this stuff up anymore. So at that point, my friend Fiona said, you should take a class. And I'm like, they have classes for this stuff?
I was going to say, they have classes?
Right,
Wow.
right. I had no idea. It wasn't something I had explored. I had been interested in it. Of course, who doesn't want superpowers, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't really think they had classes for you to develop your superpowers. And so I looked up teachers and found one that I really liked, Celeste Woods, and she practices out of Manassas. And she's been my mentor and coach ever since.
Wow. So, and I know it was funny, I was watching, I hate to say, a TV show, and I heard about an actual, I guess it's a small town in the state of New York somewhere where a lot of mediums and psychics kind of all go. And I don't know if I can think of the name of it, but it was really interesting. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yes, Lilydale. I've actually never been there. It's on my list.
Have you heard good things about it, or what have you heard about it?
Oh, absolutely, completely legit. I hear a lot of great things about it, and that the mediums there go through a very rigorous testing cycle to be able to live there.
Well, and then, so I'm curious, we're always focused on real estate. So why did they all end up in that specific area? Why is that?
I actually don't know the answer to that. I've never researched that, but that's a great question.
Yeah, and you said that
I think, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, certain communities have people of like backgrounds, and so I would anticipate that was the reason, is they found kind of their people, and that's where they wanted to be.
Right. Well, and I know that like Virginia Beach is known, it has a lot of spiritual places around that area. So sometimes an area seems to also draw people in, like the Native Americans also found certain areas of land that were sacred areas. So always curious on, land and what you can find in that way. So one of the things when we're looking at real estate, we always look at the houses, and sometimes it seems that spirits, people will walk in and they will mention, wow, this house feels very different. Have you found that when you walk into a house, you might find a spirit in that particular home?
So actually spirits are everywhere. While some are attached to homes or people, there are spirits everywhere. Like if I'm on the metro, I can see everybody's spirit guides, their angels around them, their loved ones around them. And so while some are attached to the home, they're more earthbound energy.
Right.
The interesting thing, too, is sometimes people think spirits are attached to their home or their home's haunted or something, but sometimes it's residual energy that needs to be cleared out. And so it's not always a spirit, but it's energy from spirits or from previous owners, and different degrees of energy, either positive or negative.
And what would you give for advice if someone has a house that needs to have a home clearing, as they put it?
So a few things to do. One is sage your home, and it's really about setting the intent and saying, this is my house. And there's a little prayer you can do that I really enjoy saying, is this house is my house is God's house. All those not of the light, take a blessing and leave. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice little quip. And if you do this and sage your house, and sage is a natural, I'm going to call it an antibiotic, but that's not a correct term, that will help clear your house. The other thing you can do is put sea salt or Himalayan salt in the different corners of your home, on your front porch, around your property. They don't tend to like that smell, so they'll just kind of stay away from it. And then quartz crystals. So putting those by your windows will protect your home as well.
Nice. And I think that anything that you can do that, again, changes the energy in a house, because I often, when I walk with people through houses, they'll just say, a lot of times they'll say, this house doesn't feel good to me, and things of that nature. So we're always looking for, how to make a home feel more like a home, so people feel safe and comfortable in their home. So I'm curious on, have you ever encountered a dangerous spirit of some nature?
I actually no, but I also say a prayer to Archangel Michael to protect my energy. And this is why we recommend people don't play with Ouija boards, because you are inviting in energies and you don't really have control over what they are. You don't know how to protect yourself. So that's the thing that scares people about Ouija boards, is because those lower level earthbound energies or more negative energies can step forward through those if you're not experienced enough to protect yourself.
Nice. And can you read a house from a distance? Like if we had people who called in and they wanted to ask you about their house, could you do any kind of readings for them?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let people know the phone lines are open at 1-866-801-8255. If you want to give a call, we have Cheryl Pilar. Do I say your last name right? Is it Pilar?
It's Pillar.
Pillar. So Cheryl Pillar, she's a DC medium, and she would be happy to talk to you. So 1-866-801-8255. And so maybe we'll start with my house. I have had a feeling recently that there's some kind of something going on in there. And mostly because, even last night, I had something kind of fly off a shelf in the middle of the night, and it woke me up. Wow. I was like, what is going on? And I was curious on if you can figure out maybe what is your sense of what's happening.
So as I step into your house's energy, give me a second here.
Sure, absolutely. And so if you're just joining us, the phone lines are open at 1-866-801-8255. And we're talking with Cheryl, the DC medium. And she is talking about your home. We're doing some readings as well on haunted homes, but also just if that energy needs to be shifted or changed in the house in one way or another.
Do you have a grandmother in spirit?
I do. Okay. And it's funny because I had a similar experience as you. I woke up in the middle of the night and I felt like I could sense her, and I thought, well, that's weird because it was just a weird thing to wake up in the middle of the night. It was like 2:20 in the morning. And then the next morning, that's when I found out she had passed in the middle of the night. And I thought, oh. So.
That's a great point, is I equate having this ability, it's really not a superpower. And I don't want to minimize it, but everybody comes from spirit, so everybody can connect with spirit. So I equate it to running. So whether or not you like it or are good at it, you can get good at it if you practice. And the more you like it, the more you're passionate about it, the better you can get with it. So same with the spiritual practice. So I would encourage anybody who is interested in doing that to take a meditation class or get with like-minded people and open up your mind for experiences. But your grandmother is trying to get your attention. She says there are some things going on in the family, and she's asking you to step in. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, because I'm always the peacemaker with my family. And
okay.
And when she passed away, unfortunately, she had been kind of the peacemaker and really held the family together, because my mom's passed away as well. So she's the one who used to hold all of the other siblings, my uncles, together, and everybody's kind of dispersed. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're fighting and I'm just not aware of it right now, because nobody's really communicating anymore.
Got it. She's asking you to bring the family back together.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, let me go ahead. There's some phone calls. So let's go to some callers. So we have Tracy from New Jersey. Welcome to the Jennifer Hammond Show, Tracy. Are you there, Tracy?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. You're on with Cheryl, the DC medium.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Ooh. Where in New Jersey do you live?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Where in New Jersey do you live?
I live in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Okay. So just a second. Are you having some experiences in your home?
Yes.
I'm getting a lot of anger and fights. I'm picking up that these were pre you living there. Did you just move in?
No, I've been in my home for about 6 years now.
Okay. Do you know the history of the home or why the people before you moved?
No, not really, Cheryl, not at all.
Okay. I just feel like there was a lot of residual energy and negativity in that home and some abuse. And so I would, if you were listening to the beginning of the segment where I was talking about how to clear your energy and clear the home, you can do this yourself. You don't need me to do it, but it's putting the crystals by the window. It's the salt in the corners, saying a prayer and just getting that negative energy cleared out, because honestly, I feel like it's weighing on you as well personally, and almost like there's this weight on your shoulders.
Yes, it is. There are some things that are going on that have been weighing me down, which is the reason why I wanted to get the reading, to get a better understanding as to what's going on with me.
So the other thing is you're naturally empathic. So you pick up other people's positive and negative feelings and energy. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
But what's happening is you're taking that on as your own feeling. So then all of a sudden you're crying and you're like, why the heck am I crying? This isn't, I was having a good day, but you ran across somebody or somebody else that was not having a good day, and you picked up their stuff. So you need to clear that out and recognize that, and you can do that by taking even an Epsom salt bath is a nice way to do that, but recognizing if these are not my feelings, letting those go.
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. And Tracy, have a wonderful day. And Cheryl, if you'll hang on, we have to run to a quick break. The phone lines are open at 1-866-801-8255. We have a few people waiting to talk to you, and we'll talk more with Cheryl, the DC medium, after the break.
Jennifer Hammond will be back with more of her expertise on real estate in a few, and it's only on Sirius XM Urban View.
A bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash. I put a spell on you. Cause you're mine.
More real estate talk continues right now on The Jennifer Hammond Show.
Hello. Welcome back. This is Jennifer Hammond, and I am so excited. I love when we kind of go a little bit outside what most people will talk about, and I like going where it's a little bit uncomfortable, but yet something that most people know is that houses have energy. And so I'm joined today with Cheryl, and she's our DC medium. And I'm so excited because, again, the phone lines are open. We do have a bunch of callers, but 1-866-801-8255. We love just helping you. So we'll do mini house readings, and we can talk a little bit about kind of what's happening on with your house. So first of all, welcome back to the show, Cheryl.
Thank you.
So nice to have you. And so let's go ahead. We'll go with, it's Jennifer in Michigan. So we have another Jennifer. Welcome to the Jennifer Hammond Show, Jennifer.
Hi. Jennifer, first I want to say I love your show.
Yay!
And you're wonderful.
Thank you.
So my question is, I just wanted to see, if anything's going on in my home. Everything's always we're so pretty happy-go-lucky, but you never know.
Sure. So, Cheryl, do you have any questions for her?
Yes, the question I have for Cheryl is, I'm a little concerned about my husband lately. He hasn't been feeling really well, but I've had my home blessed a couple. It seems like I'm so reluctant sometimes when I'm around certain people, just give me some really bad energy. And it was kind of interesting to hear that Epsom salt bath is pretty productive, but it just takes me off chart when I'm around someone that just doesn't have really good feelings about me. So I really don't want them in my home. Is there any way that you can maybe see before you know they're going to be there coming around by you?
Sure. So a couple of things with that. Like the other caller, you are very empathetic and are picking up on others' energy. But I also sense that some of the people, not just their energy, you don't want them around. And you keep putting up, and some of these are friends. They're not like family that you can, you need to keep your family around, but at some level you can distance yourself. But are these more friends to you?
Yeah, I think so. Kind of. They think they're friends, but, feel like I'm always trying to be the one that I kind of like Jennifer. I'm kind of more of a peacemaker, and I like to be around, try to keep positivity around me. I just don't like to, I stay away from problems, and I don't know. Feel like
you also attract people that need help. They're going through drama, and you're kind of a natural counselor. You're an empathetic ear, and
I understand that
is not good for your soul, right?
Yep.
You want to help others, but at the same time, it's really weighing on you. So maybe temper some of that so that you can protect your energy as well. It's really all under your control, honestly.
Oh, well, that's good to hear, because I think sometimes I just try to help everybody, and and sometimes it's not good for me, I guess. It takes a toll on me, so that's kind of good to know. So thanks, Cheryl. It's like,
Yeah, Jennifer, and I totally understand. It's the same thing. Sometimes I help, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have any more energy for myself. So protect yourself in that way. Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm not the only one in that way. So thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Bye, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So, Cheryl, we're going to go ahead. We have a few more callers, and I'll repeat, 1-866-801-8255 is the phone number if you want to give us a call. So let's go to Leslie in Atlanta. Leslie, welcome to the Jennifer Hammond Show. You're on with Cheryl, the DC medium.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for both for taking my call.
Sure. How can we help you?
Good morning. I have a family member that's coming to visit soon, and she brings very, very negative energy. And I'm wondering what your recommendation might be on how to mitigate that.
Honestly, send her love and wrap her in a warm blanket of love. Ask the angels to help her be positive, and even for you to meditate before she comes over, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a long period of time, just 5 minutes, and ask for help in dealing with her. And then this trick is going to sound a little childish, but it's kind of fun. So remember when you're a kid and you get scared of something and you're like, force shield, and you pretend that there's this force shield around you?
Right.
Put a force shield either around her or around you, so that the energy, her energy and negative energy, kind of bounces back off. And that will help you protect your energy. And just keep it positive. If she starts talking negative stuff, start changing the subject.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I really like it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the help. I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Leslie.
You're
Yeah, definitely try
welcome.
to stay focused on the positives. And anytime the negatives come up, I think that's always a really important thing is try to just change the subject back to positives. And keep
I'll do it.
keep your house happy. Yay!
Yay! Yay! Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Bye, Leslie.
You're welcome, and
Thank you.
good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So now we're gonna go to Missouri. Dorian in Missouri. Welcome to the Jennifer Hammond Show. You have to turn off your radio. Dorian, are you there? Oh, she might be there. I don't know. Maybe. Are you there? We might have to go to Jones in Pennsylvania. I think. Let's go to Jones in Pennsylvania. Jones, are you there?
How are you?
Hi,
Yes,
this is
I'm
Jennifer.
here. Hi.
Yay. So, do you have a question
morning.
Good morning with Cheryl?
I was wondering about my dad. Or my house.
And your dad's
one.
cross? Okay. And your dad's cross, is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let me connect with him. Just give me a second.
And so if you're just tuning in, the phone lines are open at 1-866-801-8255. We're doing little mini readings for this segment with Cheryl. She's our DC medium.
Did your this was a health passing, and was it somewhat unexpected? At least the timing of it.
Yes, kind of.
Kind of. Okay, I just want to make sure I have the right spirit here. He's telling me that a few things. Was there a big conflict between you and he near the end of his life?
Yes, kind of. Yes.
Okay. He's apologizing and taking responsibility for it, and telling you that he's really sorry, and he's getting a little emotional. He actually just said, "Don't tell her I'm getting emotional." He does, he's kind of a manly man, but
exactly,
he is taking responsibility for that and wants you to release that. And he's wrapping his arms around you with love and saying, "I'm so proud of you, so proud." Did you just get promoted? Or some change in your job?
No.
He's very proud. There was something recent, and I thought seemed like a career-related accomplishment.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's proud. Okay, he's proud of you. Do you have any specific question? Oh, he's also saying he's okay, and that you ask about that, like wondering if he's okay on the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for him?
Well, I just need to know if he forgives me.
What did you say? If he forgives you?
Yes.
Yes. He's saying he wants you to let that go.
Okay.
He's taking more responsibility for it and he thinks that you are. He understands what you did and why, and what you didn't do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
You're welcome.
And so we're going to be getting out of time soon. So again, the phone lines are open if you want to sneak in a call. We're going to go to I think it's Nathaniel in Maryland. Welcome to the Jennifer Hammond Show. Ooh. Nathaniel, hopefully you have your radio. Turn it down.
Okay, I got it down now.
Okay, good. So tell us about. Hi, you're on with Cheryl, the DC medium.
Okay.
Good morning.
Well, I'm a truck driver. Good morning. And I've been, I have my moments when I sleep a little bit and wake up and I can't sleep no more, and I got 1,000,001 things running through my head. And my deal is I don't know what spirit to keep waking me up and wanting me to settle down somewhere. I'm originally from Maryland, but I'm trying to relocate in Texas, and I got too many people in my world that, almost depend on me and count on me for finances, and I'm spread out too far around the board with nothing coming back. But I'm looking at settling down on my own, try to get in a position where I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. Then I got 2 kids to look out for, 2 different places.
Mhm. So I feel like the move to
Responsibility
Texas
is for my kids first.
Absolutely. I feel like a move to Texas for you would actually be good and help distance yourself from people that are relying on you when they need to be relying on themselves. Some of that is you're just such a generous person and giver. Are you working like significant number of hours a day?
Around the clock, away from home, and really, people think I live in this truck, but I don't have a stable home. I just set my oldest daughter up in an apartment in Maryland with a new grandbaby, and I look out for those 2 first.
Mhm. So you need to take care of you first. Everybody else can come second. Because if you aren't, I'm actually seeing this manifest in health ways for you, in that you're taking on too much of everybody else's burden, and it's starting to impact your physical well-being and your mental well-being. And that's part of why you're not sleeping. You're worrying about everybody else and not yourself. You're not even worrying about yourself. You're worrying about everybody else.
Okay.
What I do, and this is just Cheryl talking, because my mind works like yours, where 1,000 miles a minute, is I have a journal by my bed. And so when all of those things come into mind, I start writing them down, because the reason that they keep playing over in your mind is because you don't want to forget them. So if you just take a minute and write them down, that really will help you sleep. And then from a spirit standpoint, is your father in spirit? Or grandfather?
My father's deceased, but he was hardly ever in my life. I know very little of him and saw him very little.
Okay. He said, given that, even with him not being there, that you're an upstanding person, and that you actually don't realize how great a person you are. And he's trying to give you that confidence. He's trying to be that father for you now that he wasn't when he was alive. And he's actually the one interrupting you in the middle of the night.
Okay.
So ask him to talk to you during the day.
Yeah. It's probably the time he thinks he can get your attention most.
Right,
So,
exactly.
Yes.
well, Nathaniel, I
Yeah.
wish you all the best. And I do agree. And just in general, it's so important to take care of yourself, and I love to take care of all my family and my siblings and everybody around. But I think it is one of those things that often we overlook that, and it's really important, and it can manifest in your health. So highly recommend, take Cheryl's advice and look after yourself and find ways and if Texas is the right place for you or what it is, find a way to find balance in your life.
Well, that's what I'm looking for at this time, yes, and that sounds like a good plan, so thank you very much.
You're
That
welcome.
gives me something to work with to build on.
That sounds
Good
good.
luck to you.
Well, good luck. And we're going to run off to, let's go to Dorian in Michigan. We have Michigan, California, Pennsylvania. Let's go to Michigan. Dorian in Michigan, are you there?
Yes.
How can we help you? You're on with Jennifer and Cheryl. Cheryl's the DC medium.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm asking about the people I work with, mainly the female. I mean, she's just sending mixed signals, and I just want to know what I should look out for. And then that's it.
Okay. as I connect with her. Just give me a second here. So they're saying something happened. Like, did she change her tune more recently in the last year, I would say?
I've only worked for a year. I just see a little bit different of a attitude. Maybe it's always been there, but just now coming out.
Right. So that they're saying it's more recent. So they meaning your spirit guides. Sorry, I didn't describe who that was. Your spirit guides are saying that something happened that she's upset about, and this can be completely resolved. So she's being passive-aggressive right now and just kind of copping an attitude. So if you take her to lunch or coffee and just have a frank conversation with her about and saying that you notice some of these things and you want to have a good relationship with her, and just address it head on instead of ignoring it or wondering or talking to other people about it. Just address it head on. And they're saying that you guys can resolve this and you'll end up actually becoming pretty good friends and close.
Okay. Because actually I can help her more than
she probably knows. Oops, I think we lost Doreen. So we're going to sneak in one more call before we have to wrap it up. So Sonia from Indiana. Sonia, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yay! So
Yay,
we have
first time caller.
Yay! I'm so happy. Thanks for calling in.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And
Good
Cheryl's
morning,
here.
Sonia.
Yay!
I'm sorry.
Where in Indiana are you from, Sonia?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where in Indiana are you from? I'm sorry.
I'm in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. I'm actually originally from Indianapolis. So
Oh, nice.
Really?
awesome. We're like sisters.
Yay.
There you go. You were supposed to
Yay,
talk.
we're like sisters.
So, Sonia, did you have a quick question? We have to run to break, so I wanted to make sure we snuck you in.
Yes, my dad, I never really knew my dad. He and my mom split up when I was probably 3 months old. And I had 2 other sisters and a brother.
Uh-oh, I think we lost her. Aw.
Oh, no.
I think her phone died. Aw. Well, Cheryl, I have one other guest who's coming on for the next segment, so we have to run to break. But Cheryl, it's such a pleasure. I wanted to make sure that if people wanted to hear more and talk to you more, how do they get a hold of you?
The best way is through my website, dcmedium.com, or email dcmedium@outlook.com. And I know you're very connected with veterans, as am I. My dad is a service-disabled veteran, so I'd like to offer $25 off any reading for any veterans.
Nice.
So if they just mention your show, I will honor that.
Why, thank you. And I really appreciate all that you're doing for veterans. It's really important that we, again, help them feel at home when they come back from wherever they're serving. So, well, Cheryl, it's such a pleasure to have you. We'll make sure we put your information up on my social media, too. And have a blessed weekend.
Thank you. You as well. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. And we'll run to break. We'll be back after the break with more of The Jennifer Hammond Show.
Not for very much longer.
More real estate talk when we return. This is The Jennifer Hammond Show on Sirius XM Urban View.